Hello, welcome back to Dark Souls. Here's this guy. We will kill him immediately. If he doesn't warp away, that is. That is one of his abilities, so look out for that. We're pretty much right where we left off, except I am not dead. I am, in fact, quite alive. There's a little item down here, if you care about items, that is. Brave of a Soul Warrior. Or rather, Soul of a Brave Warrior, if you want to be correct about it. But yeah, that guy infinitely respawns, so if you want to grind his equipment, you can. Because he does have a rare piece of equipment that you have to get for an achievement, I believe. So kill them channelers. There's not too much else in this area. I think there's a spell, maybe. But we're just gonna move on here. Spell, maybe a shield, maybe some upgrade materials. But up here, we have the actual way to go. And pretty soon we're gonna wear a ring. But first there's an enemy. Technically a regular enemy. Or rather a special enemy, but he only appears once, and he does not have any kind of special introduction. He's just some crystalline knight who's humanoid. And then he dies forever. Who knows what's up with this guy? I guess he doesn't even drop anything. But I guess he's supposed to be like one knight who came here and then became crystal. Because he went crazy with knowledge and whatever. Something like that. Anyway, crystal lizard, kill your crystal lizard. So you can get the crystals from the lizard. Before you go into this boss, and yes, this is a boss. It's not a regular fog wall, it's a boss fog wall. Die, lose nothing, nullify curse, ring breaks. You want to nullify the curse. Because this boss can curse you. And also, look at this terrain, you can't even get up to him. It's impossible, it was rigged from the start. Cursed. And dead. But the ring breaks, and thus we lose nothing. Nothing at all. That is a scripted death, you have to die there. So might as well use the ring. Now let me put my regular ring back on. Bonfire, so you can lock yourself into this area and never escape. Unless you get the key, that is. Now you've got to run all the way down this area, and then only to later to come all the way back up this area, and then even later to come back down this area again to get a special item, being a Firekeeper's soul. So you really want to get that item. Don't miss out on the Firekeeper's soul. I'll get it before leaving the area. These gals are deadly, so look out for them. I think they are gals because they have like long hair, and women typically have long hair. Or rather, they more typically have long hair than men do. Sometimes they drop something. I'm not sure quite what it is, but I remember it being useful. It might have been a humanity. They can grab you, so look out for that. Thank you for demonstrating. They're not too tough, but you should still look out for them. because they can damage you with their attacks that deal damage. These two have more health for some reason. They also have spells and they don't attack you. Soothing sunlight, it heals you. Bountiful sunlight, it heals you, probably. Well, I'll probably get those for my faith build whenever I do that. I think I'll do one build for every stat in the game. Just because it's fun. It's fun and it's funny and it's fun. Pull that to stop the music, and then the ladies will stop coming up the stairs. They will be unleashed. The squid ladies will now, whenever you go through the area, just stand still pretty much. Unless you attack them, which we will need to in order to get the Firekeeper's soul. Unless we just run really fast. These three can kind of give you a hard time, so don't let them. Archive key. This is the key that lets you get out of this area. And now that all the enemies are dead, it should be easier. If you met Big Hat Logan earlier, then he'll be in this cage. So open that cage if you want to free Big Hat Logan and get more Big Hat spells. But we'll go over that in the magic run-through. The sorcery run-through. Because there's multiple kinds of magic. There's all kinds of items hidden around this area, but you don't have to go for them. A lot of it's armor and smaller stuff. I think this is where you get some kind of set. You can get some kind of set here. Some kind of set that an enemy wears. Ta-da! Big crystal and enemy attacking you instantly. That balcony should have a bonfire in it. And this area should be a lot more detailed because we are right next to it. Why, Dark Souls? Why have you done this to me? Why have you made such low poly models? So close to see. And look, there's a door up there. There's just a door in the sky. I don't know why. I think that maybe they had like a tower over there at some point, and then maybe they deleted it, but they forgot to delete that one window. Because it might be a window. Or a door. But whatever it is, they forgot to delete it. And it's still up there to this day, in all versions. Come at me, you coward. You cowardice shield man. I use a shield, but I'm not a coward. Ha ha ha. Come on. I was about to kill that guy. There's another chance for you to get the whatever he drops. We're gonna clear out this part of the area, pretty much. Mostly clear out. Don't get too confused by all these turning pathways. You just come out of there, you turn it, you go back over here. On the higher end. On the much higher end. We have a humanity. That makes 1% up for the humanity we lost. Yay! Or rather, like 5%. I'll say around 5%. 7%. 7%, because it was 14 humanities. But anyway, nerd stats aside, for nerds. Roll. Do a bit of the roly. The holy roly. Haha, you attack me, but I attack you better. And then again do the roly on that thingy. And then go down here, and that's the whole zone, pretty much. Don't worry about that archer guy. You can jump over to get him, but it's not worth it. All it does is kill that archer guy if you kill him. There's not even an item up there. But anyway, here's that bonfire that should have been here. If you just look at it from up there, it should have been here. But no. And there should be enemies down there too. Big blue enemies. But where are they? Where are they? Come on, Dark Souls, you can load in more than that. Key? Is there a key in you? No, there is blue titanite chunk. Because that is for magic style weapons. Weapons that scale with magic. AKA sorcery. Channeler set, in case you want to look like the channeler. That is for the big cell. Back in the prisons, which is where we will go to. This chain is broken. I wanted a normal chain. I wanted a fixed chain, but no. You just had to break the chain, didn't you? Enchanted Falchion. In Demon Souls, the Enchanted Falchion is one of the most early things that you can get, but here you have to wait all the way until this place to get there. But anyway, I'm gonna sit at this bonfire so that we can just warp all the way back here. How many other levels can I get? Can I get one more? 8,000? Give me 8,000. 5,000. Yeah, that's not enough. But anyway, now it's time to sprint back, all the way back to the big, huge cell. Don't forego killing these guys, because 1, they give you a good amount of souls, and 2, they are tough. So they will kill you, without you noticing. Get as many backstabs as possible, because backstabs are easy, or at least somewhat easy, and they deal tons of damage. Come on, man, come on. Don't get hit like that. Look out for those arrows. And magic arrows. These guys are really dropping nothing. I'd expect to see at least one drop, but no. Not even a Little sprinkle. Not a drop, not a sprinkle. Not a twinkle in the eye. Because you know how items twinkle. Not a twinkle in the item. Haha. Thanks. Thank you for blocking my attacks for me, Fence. The enemies can't have their attacks blocked by the environment, I'm pretty sure, but you sure can. You absolutely can. In many, many environments. In Demon Souls and in Dark Souls. So that's not quite fair, is it? Maybe I get that they want to have immersion and have you swing and it actually hit the walls, but what if that only did that if you were not locked onto an enemy? There's an idea for you. Could have done it that way, but no. I think these guys, or gals, drop humanity. Oh! What are you doing down here, Snaker Man? Snakeman? Mr. Snake? Snaker, where did that come from? Humanity, yes, they do drop humanity. So if you don't want to grind rats all day, you can grind these weird things. It's probably tougher than rats, however. Probably a little bit tougher than rats. And also less plentiful, and also have a longer run to get to them. Look out for those grabs. Firekeeper's soul, and now we can get out of here forever. We can never come back here, except for when we actually need to. We need to come back here. There's a boss we have not beaten yet here, but we found the warp bonfire. The bonfire where we can warp to things. And from where we can warp to. That is your one bonfire you can warp to in the area, at least until you kill the boss. But anyway, upgrade that Estus to +5. +5. And then we're gonna go and kill ourselves. Not ourselves, but kill ourselves a big thing, a big thingy. Hydra. We're gonna kill ourselves a big Hydra. Hang it on our wall. If we had a house, that was. We are currently homeless. We're a homeless character. We're a homeless character with infinite storage space. I can probably kill this guy at this point in the game. Probably. Didn't even need the last hit. Didn't even need it. Only 2,000 souls normally. But with me, my greed, I have 2,400 souls from that guy. Ha 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 ha. It's time to start going for that DLC. And all the DLC bosses. Which is why I'm here. In the Darkroot Basin is where you can find the start of the DLC, where you have to go through like 70 different hoops to get there. The first hoop is that you have to kill the Hydra. So I'm going to... which one should I take off? I have to take off one of these rings. I guess it'll be that one. Because we're gonna fight in water. And nobody wants to fight in water. Don't worry, I'll put the ring back on right before it gives me the souls. But also it's not a... It doesn't count as an actual boss, it's just a mini-boss. So, it doesn't matter if you get all the souls or not for this guy. These guys are a little tough. So take them out. They give you blue chunks, however. So they're worth taking out. And this is like one of the second biggest, highest concentration of these guys in the game. The actual highest is in the Duke's Archives, which is where we just were. So if you want blue chunks early, you can take those guys out here. You can grind them out here. Knight set for the knight class. Just one swing, huh? One swing. That's what I like to see. My main fellow thing, whatever you are. Come at me, charge at me. You can deal enough damage to each head that you kill the whole thing before all of the heads are defeated, or you can defeat each head. You can also snipe him from afar. So you have at least 3 options for killing this boss. Don't you hate it when that happens? I know I do. You have to watch out for the cliff, because there is a cliff right there, right under the water. Oh, come on, come on. I guess I'm killing all the heads. Okay, who are you aiming at? This one is always the hardest one to kill, because he never aims at you. He always aims way far away. Come on, snakehead man. You can attack me for real. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you attacking? Please attack me. Okay. This is getting a little ridiculous. It is time for Bo. This is the thanks you get. Come at me. Yeah. Get out of the bow menu. How do I get out of the bow menu? There it is. But anyway, we got the Dusk Crown ring, and that halves your health. Halves your health in order for you to get more spell castings, and also a dragon scale. I guess I shouldn't have put that on quite yet, because there's quite a bit of water to go through. Watch out for those cliff edges. underneath the water. You never know when they'll sneak up on you. But now that you've killed the Hydra, you need to come over here. And look, there's nothing over here. So, quit out and then quit into the game. Just keep mashing that X button, or whatever button you're using. And look, it's a golden golem. How did he get there? Defeat the golden golem. Golem defeated. Pledge loyalty to Mistress, yes. She warp out. And now what? Now how do we get to the DLC? Now we go to the Duke's Archives again. And we go kill that first blue golem, because now he has the key to the DLC. The key to the entrance to the DLC. Ooh, to humanity. How nice. Come at me. The more the merrier. As in, the more you die, the merrier I become. There's the elevator we took to get up to Seath the Scaleless the first time. Just in case you're interested in where we are. That's where we are. Drop me an item. Nope. They never drop items, not once in a billion trillion years. However, there's 3 of them, so you have 3 chances to get the item. To get their weapon. Sometimes, if you're really lucky, you'll get it off of the first one in the game, or even the second one in the game. The ones who don't respawn. Why did he go down there? You had a good sniping position, you fool. Now give me DLC key, the broken pendant. And now the DLC can be gotten into for real. I think I'll wait till level 80 to get to the DLC, however. Even though I can get to it now. And there are a few bosses I can take on. I might as well take on Seath. Because it is just right there, and most of the area is defeated already. But first, for the first time in the game, I'm gonna kindle a bonfire, because might as well not lose this humanity this time. And this is the last bonfire of the area, so if you want to, you can make it go all the way up to 20 Estus. But I don't need 20 Estus. Seath isn't that big of a troublemaker. Oh yeah, Look, it's our man from way earlier. It's the main man. If I can get the lighting right on his face. It looks like the lighting is just the same no matter where I point him. How odd. One bad guy over here. I guess I could have plunging attacked him if I had thought about it. Prism stones right there if you care about prism stones. There's 20 prism stones. One of the most useless items in the game. Only good for multiplayer. If you go down one of the NPC quest lines, there's an NPC in this area. There's probably also stuff to get, but there's not too much to get in this area. If you're lucky, these guys will jump off of these cliffs. He will jump at me, or he won't jump at me. Usually he jumps at me right there. But no. His AI brain decided not to. There are some invisible pathways in this area, so look out for them. Some of them are weirder than others, but the ones you actually need to beat the game are not that weird. They're fairly straightforward. Like, these two are straightforward. And so is that one way over there. But then that one to the left of me is not straightforward at all. And by the way, 2 crystal lizards, 2 or 3? 3. Yeah, I got all of them. You never know if you're gonna get all of them, but I did. I got it. I never get all of them, and I usually don't even get one of them because I don't care at this point in the game. That should be a large soul. Or rather, soul of a hero. It's the second largest soul in the game, the largest being soul of a great hero. Soul of a hero is 10,000, and soul of a great hero is 20,000. Right, I can summon people when I have humanity on me, when I'm a human, that is. I can also find invaders when I'm human, so I've got to look out for that. Look out for the invaders. These guys will drop purging stones, however their bodies will hide them, will hide the item glow. So look out for items with these guys. They're also surprisingly tough, so don't let your guard down too much. Maybe just a little bit, but not too much. They stagger semi-easily. But anyway, if you want purging stones or twinkling titanite, this is the place to grind for them. Because all of these guys drop those. Just this late into the game. Give me your items. But no, he refused to give. How uncharitable. How unblessed. I like these really weird, odd enemies in Dark Souls. Because there's just quite nothing like these enemies in this first Dark Souls game. And I wish that there were more enemies like these, instead of the fairly generic enemies that they've come to make. Need I remind you, this game had a tree as an enemy, literally a tree. We might not have seen it this playthrough, but there was a tree that we could have killed. There's a purging stone. It nullifies curse. So it is good for the soul. Or rather, the health. This is an immortal crystal. The crystal makes Seath immortal, so kill the crystal and Seath can be killed. The very tip of his back tail has a tail weapon, and it is the Holy Moonlight Sword, or rather the Moonlight Great Sword. So it's cool. It's cool, but it's very hard to get to. Very hard. It's also a very good sword, but again, super tough to get to. Like, so tough you might as well not bother. Oh, run away, run away, run away. Big blast of curse juices. He likes to throw this curse stuff at you, so look out for that. Oh! Don't get kill. Instead, eat kill. Eat kill. Seath being a big dragon is kind of a pushover, but he can still kill you quickly if you don't pay attention. So don't get cursed. Not even a little bit. And pay attention to him. Don't get killed. And you should have not too bad of a time. Thank you, big dragon man. Oh, where's... Oh, the camera was inside of my head because it was against the bonfire when it appeared. Anyway, that's pretty much the whole area. There is one more thing to get, however. I think that I might not have been wearing my silver ring. No, I wasn't. I should have gotten like 12k more souls from that. But anyway, that was a fine amount of souls. Where's my two-handed attack power? 393 versus 387. Both are pretty high. Very high. But anyway, let's get that item. Because that item is the Great Soul of a Hero, which means it's 20,000 souls. And I'm not just skipping out on 20,000 souls like that. At least when it's this easy to get to. Backstabbathy. The arrows do trace you a little bit, so look out for that. That arrow hit the back of my shield. Oh. Okay. I guess I'll have to accept that defeat. And of course I reappear here. You reappear at the last bonfire you sat at. And that's the one I sat at. Which is a little annoying because I warped here. So it should put me here, but no, it's the one you sat at. I don't know how that counted as his back, but it did. It just did. As we should really know by now, you kill the archer. Always kill the archer. Come at me, come at me. Oh man. Come at me again. Not with that. Don't do it like that. There. Doing it the easy way. Wanted to do it the tricky hard way, but no. You don't follow me up here, because there's a gate. Haha, I have fenced myself off from the world, and therefore I have won, instead of losing because I'm not engaging with the challenge. When you don't engage with the challenge, that actually means you win. Now that Seath is dead, we can go in here. Or maybe he moved, maybe this just becomes empty when he moves. I'm not sure. But anyway, large ember. Yay! That means you can get your magic stuff to max level now. Where's that soul? There it is. And then we can leave. Soul of a great hero. 20k, that's one level. I can get one singular level. Perhaps a bit more. Leveling up suddenly became very expensive. For it is the late game. The very late game. You could say it's the afternoon game. Not the morning game. So there's the catacombs, and then there's the demon ruins, that's what it's called. Oh wait, no, not Anor Londo. That's not where we want to go. I want to go to Firelink Shrine, not Anor Londo. Those are very, very different places. I'm gonna go to the Demon Ruins. Gonna face off with the worst boss in the game. Might as well. Possibly the worst boss in the whole Souls series. Possibly one of the worst bosses ever created. Without exaggeration. New Londo Ruins will be here eventually. That will be the last of the big 4 bosses we'll take on. For reasons. For certain reasons. Here are these huge big guys again. Maybe now I'll actually take care of them. Now that they are pipsqueaks. 800, yeah! Still not enough to kill him in one shot, though. Almost enough. Dung Pie. Sometimes you can get their Great Club from that. Sometimes. Dual handing does do more damage when you backstab and front stab, but it's a little tougher to dual wield at a front stab. Because you have to switch so quickly. I like the atmosphere down here. Those weird camera switches, when it swings around, are weird and odd. And odd and weird. I don't know why they happen, but they're terrible. They're awfully awful, you could say. They're all awfully awful. All fully awfully awful. There's a tongue twister for you. Make sure you hit these bonfires, because you never know when you'll bite the dust. Like in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, or rather the Queen song that it was based on. We can probably dual hand in this area, because these enemies are pretty easy at this point. They're like level 30 or 40 enemies and we're 70. Poison will still get you though. Poison's not too big of a deal in this game, however. Look at how little it does. There's a large Titanite for you. If you want to grind for one less of them, one fewer. Big rock golems trying to attack me, ruin my day. Can't ruin what's already terrible. Don't kill these guys. They're easy targets, but they will spawn worms that are tougher to kill. And also highly damaging. And also they can lay their eggs in you, so you really don't want the worms. And the eggs take half your souls. But hey, eventually the egg spawns a worm thing inside you. And then you can use the worms thing as a kind of kick. Instead of your regular kick. So that's neat. Just take half your souls away. For a neat little kick thing. Here's an elevator, but it's not activated. And here's a whole bonfire keeper. Yes, I am here to serve the fair lady. So go away, get out of here, get out of my way. This guy's a pyromancer, if you like pyromancy. Plus 10 bonfire over here, so very good. And then she does not speak unless... Old Witch's Ring.
Quelaag, my dear sister.
Lore. Lore! Quelaag was her sister, ah! And she has a covenant. If you offer 40 humanity to her, you can open one door in the game. And opening that door allows you to take Solaire with you to the final boss. So that's cool. So that's a cool little thing. But anyway. Time to kill some bosses. Our first boss of this zone was Ceaseless Discharge, and he was kinda cool. Except he has like the easiest boss cheese in the game. It's the cheap and easy way to do it. Thus, it's cheese. We'd never hit this bonfire, but now we have. This bonfire is pretty much just good for going to Ceaseless in this little zone over here. Those are all just like, was it Capra? Taurus. Those are all just Taurus demons. Just copy and pasted over there very lazily, because this whole area was a bit rushed, very rushed even, to get it out the door, to get the game out the door. Beyond them you will find a nice little soul, and like a fire ember that you can give to a blacksmith for fire weapons. So if you're going for all achievements, then it is necessary for you to go down there. Or if you just want a few more souls. None of those guys respawn. So just try luring out one of those at a time. Here's a Capra demon. Avoid the overhead and you should be pretty fine. But also, there are quite a few copy and pasted Capra demons around here, because, again, they were lazy. And also, this area was super rushed. It is easily the worst area in the game, because of how rushed they had to be. Like, look, there's 5 on screen at once. That boss is not meant to be treated that way by the developers. But anyway, see that worm thing? We're gonna fight that instead of those things. We can just go right down here. And look, there's a bonfire right there. But you have to get rid of this guy to use it. Only 3 hits, huh? What a weakling. That's a nice little bonfire. Look, another Capra. That makes 7. And another Taurus demon. Man. Anyway, here's a cool little thing. That's a boss. We're gonna fight a boss over there, and then we're gonna fight this guy all the way down there. Because that's his arena. So that's a neat thing they did with this area. That's one neat thing. And what's that item that the boss is trying to get to? What's the item? It's nothing important. It's probably a soul. Oh, but better not fall off of the area. Then you have these guys, which are like the Asylum Demon, except its legs are cut off. Because they didn't want to animate it walking around, because they had 0 time in this area of the game to make the game functional. Or even just fun to play. Down there is another fire ember. We're just gonna ignore this guy. Just run on through. You can just walk through it. There are other items around here, but who cares? Who cares? Here is the 3rd Asylum Demon fight in the game. I get having one as like a secret harder version, but to have 2 that are harder versions and having one of them be a guy along the main path, it's like, come on, man. Okay, you're up against a wall, man. You're putting yourself up against the wall. What am I to do with that? I am to dodge, that is what. Let me cut you open like a big belly beast man that you are. Why is he running away? He never runs away this much. He's being a big old coward today. He always just jumps. And the jump is the perfect attack, because he will stay right where he is, and it takes a while, so you can get off a lot of damage. What a coward. What a complete coward fight. That was terrible. What happened there? Anyway, humanity, I suppose. No soul for beating that guy, because he was just that generic. He also drops the... He does drop the unique... catalyst. But who cares about that? We get more damage. Almost at 400. That's a lot of damage, you could say. I guess I'll get the unique catalyst. I think it's called the Insanity Catalyst. But I think Insanity Catalyst is Demon Souls, so what's this one? Demon's Catalyst. I should have known. So generic. This is the catalyst of the demon. What should we call it? We should call it the demon's catalyst. One hit. One singular hit. That's all you took. You're nothing. You're nothing to me. You're paper. You're worse. You're less hard than paper is to cut. I can cut you easier than paper. Now let me through. These guys are hiding just a soul. Give me your soul of a brave warrior. Up here we have the elevator to get back up to the Daughter of Chaos, the Quaylana, who we saw earlier, the sister of Quaylaga. So just hit that and then go back down here. I guess I can warp there, if I want to really waste a homeward bone. Let's see just how much I can get out of these souls. These dark light souls, these light dark souls. Fun fact, the actual dark souls are these humanities. Those are dark souls. That's what the name of the game means. You consume the Dark Souls in order to... You consume Dark Souls, aka humanity, in order to make your life easier. And that's what the whole game is about. You consume your humanity to make life easier. But should you really do that? Da-da-da! That's the moral conundrum. Ah, it's the Centipede Demon. It's the coolest looking demon in the game that they for some reason copy and pasted into Elden Ring Night Rain. Jump at me. You just want him to get really close. If you cut off his left arm, I think it is, then you can get the ring that lets you walk on lava, which makes the fight a lot easier, or you can just kill him to get the ring. Either way, it will make the rest of the area much easier, and the previous parts of the area. Dude, come on, don't just eat me like that. I don't want to be eaten today. But yeah, if you're lucky, you can cut off his arm and then get the big lava walking ring, which is necessary for beating the area. Or you can just kill him, which may be the easier way, depending on what you have at this point. Give me souls. Come at me, you fool, you foolish fool man. It's so fast. And it keeps hurting you. The hitbox is just always there. The hurt box, I should say, because it hurts you. Walk away and hit it. Why are you not hitting? Hit the thing. And also do a different attack. What is happening? Why is happening? What is why and why is happening? Whoa! My understanding is at a minimum. Brain hole. Yes, give me your limb. Oh yeah, it comes off and you can fight the limb. So that's another neat thing, you can fight the limb separately. And there's the ring. What? How? What? What? Okay. If you mash the back buttons, then you can get out of grabs faster. So fast you might not even take damage from them. How about that? Whoa! Dude. Now don't almost kill me in one hit. Come at me! See how his arm didn't do a big splash there? Because he didn't have his arm. Ha 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 ha. That's what I think of you, disabled demon. That was a joke, you foolish people. Humanity and Homeward Bone, in case you want to go back to the bonfire that is right there. And the thing is, there is a bonfire that is literally right outside of this arena when you get out of it. So it's not only a useless Homeward Bone that it gives you, but it is a detrimental Homeward Bone that it gives you. Oh yeah, there's this guy. There's Solaire. Basically, he's gone crazy trying to look for the sun that he's searching for, but the sun is not here, and he will die for the sun, pretty much. Or rather, he'll go nuts looking for his sun. Because surely the sun would be in a super hot fireplace and not literally in the sky. But anyway, Solaire's foolishness aside. What's our damage? 404 when two-handed. That's pretty good. That's pretty alright, I could say. But anyway, we're heading into... What? Rest from all the way over here? This should not be possible. This is why you should take a little longer to develop your game. But anyway, next time we will defeat the big chaos lady, and then DLC probably, because then we'll be super high level. What level are we at? 77. 3 more levels and then DLC. And that's my stipulation. Anyway, fare thee well, people of Earth.